Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'll be doing a review of the classic Toy Soldiers U.S. infantry. So this was requested by Mike McAuliffe, I believe. So if you want to see me do a specific video, just put it down in the comments and I'll get on it. So these guys came in the Battle Bulge playset, and I've been holding off on doing them because they are my absolute favorite. So I wanted to wait so as many people could see it as possible. So just getting right into it, we can start off with the obligatory laying down and shooting guy. You can see he has probably an M1 Garand. All of these classic Toy Soldiers figures have really nice sculpted detail. Even on the underside where you're not even gonna look. So it comes with two of him. You can see how they look. Then there's the other laying down and shooting guy. This guy has maybe a bar rifle with a tripod or bipod. He has nice netting on his helmet, a canteen. Like I said, all these are really well done. Next, we have the kneeling and shooting guy. He has a really nice stand. It's really good detailed base. He has some ammo pouches and a backpack, so he could be a paratrooper. And I think that's a Thompson machine gun. Then we have the guy throwing a grenade. He's in like a one knee position. You can see even the grenade has really nice detail. There you go. Like I said before, a nice base. It's like has some grass, just dirt detailing. Next, we have the guy screaming into the microphone or the telephone. He has a nice face detailing, helmet off to the side. And this is hard plastic, it's not rubber, so it could snap, so watch out for that. He has some pouches. There's a knife there. And then a pistol sculpted. So next, we have the kneeling and shooting guy. He's pretty similar to the other kneeling and shooting, except he has 1 foot forward and then 1 foot behind him. The other guy had both feet behind him. But he has a slightly larger gun. I'm sure it's a rifle. He also has a backpack, so he could be a paratrooper as well. Nice detail all around. Then, this is one of my favorite poses, to be honest. It's the guy, he has two guns, and he's shooting both of them at the same time, but crossed. So you can see he has a pistol in one hand, and on the other hand he has a rifle, could be a BAR again. But he's really cool. You can see I have a sculpted trench shovel on the back. Yeah, I really like him a lot. And then you get two of him as well. And I find he looks really good when you set up some sand bags. He looks good behind those. So those are all the smaller guys. These are just duplicates. Now moving on to the standing up guys. First you have a flamethrower. He looks really good as well. Really good detail. can see the tube running around. Got some face detail. And he can be good for if you have iwojima, he can run into a bunker and light up some Japanese, whatever you want. And he's, I'd say, partially standing. Then this guy, he tends to fall over. I don't know if it's just mine or it's all of them in general, but he has a big backpack, so that's probably why. But he has a big bar rifle, so just watch out for that. Maybe it's the stand. You can see the stand's a little flex, so maybe I can run him under some hot water or something. But he's really good. Has a nice backpack, big long gun, and he's also in a position where he's like, almost like he's sitting. But next we have the commanding officer. He's just like leading his troops into battle, I guess. Maybe he can be used as your Patton. He kind of looks like him. He just has his fist, rolled up sleeves, nice detail. He doesn't have a gun or anything sculpted, but he looks pretty good. In my Battle Bolt stop motion, I used him for opening a door, so he can be used for that as well. Yes. Then another one of my favorites, it's the loader. So you can see he has a big shell. He has a different hat than the others. So what you can do is you can take your classic Toy Soldiers howitzer, and then you take this guy with the big shell, and you just put him there, and that looks really good because the shell actually lines up with the artillery. So those two look really, really good together. I've already reviewed this separately if you want to see that. Then you have the classic standing up and shooting guy. He's one of my favorites. His silhouette even looks really good. He has a rifle as well. A really nice sculpted detail. He also has a trench tool sculpted on the back. Canteen. Big long gun. And he looks like he's maybe standing on a rock or something. I like that detail. See right there. But like, this guy is good for poses. Then we have the obligatory Bazooka trooper, and he might, after all the out of all the Bazooka troopers I have, he might actually be my favorite, because usually they're kneeling, but this guy's different. He's actually standing up, and he also has a rifle sculpted on the back, and I really, really like that detail. You can see he's aiming it. He has the netted helmet. Really nice figure. Then we have the Guardsman. He's just standing guard. He could be guarding a prisoner of war cell, something. He looks really good. He's just in a nice pose, holding his gun. Also has a canteen. Could be a pistol there, sculpted. And then finally, I should mention this. I think it is just my figure, because the other guy with the Browning automatic rifle can stand just fine, so not a problem. Then another one of my favorites is the guy with the grease gun, because I really like the grease gun. It's a really cool gun. You can see really nice detail with the stock. This one's a little bent. The other one looks a little better. So you can see he got pouches. Yeah, so he's a great one. And then finally, you have the other calling guy, but instead he has a big radio backpack thing and then a telephone. And I really like how that looks. Really nicely detailed. This isn't removable from the stand, but that's fine. You can see the wire, telephone. So that is all the classic Toy Soldiers. But now I'll do some size comparisons just so you can see. I'll be using this guy just because he's, I feel like, the standard. So first, here he is compared to an Airfix paratrooper. So the Airfix guys are a little shorter, but they still work out pretty well. Here he is next to the BMC. So they look pretty good together. Different shades of green, but that doesn't really matter. So now for some vehicle comparisons. Here he is next to the classic Toy Soldiers, I believe classic Toy Soldiers half-track. So he actually can just fit in there if you wanted. So they work pretty well. The classic Toy Soldiers figures inside the half-track are a little smaller. It still works out good. Then here's the CTS Sherman tank. They look great together. Same shade of green, which is really nice. Then we have the Timmy truck, of course. You can see they look really good together. Here's the undersized Mark's half-track, so obviously he's going to be a little big, but it doesn't look terrible. And then finally we have the BMC Buffalo. I think he looks really good with him. You can either be standing inside, shooting from outside. They look really, really good together. So this has been my review of the classic Toy Soldiers U.S. Infantry. I hope you liked it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.